let's choose an intention for our practice. Allowing it to be something positive. Maybe it's strength, power, calmness, balance, peace, gratitude, self-acceptance. Whatever that intention is, taking a deep breath in and exhale, letting the hands and your attention go up into the universe above your head, drawing the chin up to the sky, pressing that heart forward, just stretching here. Then exhale, pressing that air away, drawing your chin down to your heart. Inhale, hands and chin rise up to the sky, reaching up and pressing it away, drawing that chin to the heart again. 2 more times this way. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time, all the way up. Letting those palms connect in a silent prayer and pressing it all the way, hands to the heart. Inhale up and exhale to the heart. 2 more times. Inhale and to the heart. Last one. And to the heart. Dropping the hands on the knees and drawing the chin down. Inhale up to the sky, leaving the hands on the knees. Exhale down to the heart, rounding that back away. Inhale up. And exhale, rounding the back. A few more times this way. Working with your breath. And 1 more time in each direction, warming up the neck, shoulders, and spine. And rounding it away, letting those arms get nice and long, maybe lifting the knees. And roll it up back to center. Inhale up, palms connect. And twist it over to the right. Back up to center, reaching, and to the left. Back up to center, palms face forward, and a forward fold here. Sliding those fingers away and lowering the head. Maybe rocking side to side. Up onto the fingertips, walking it to the right, framing that knee. Lengthen and fold it down, stacking the fists underneath the forehead, resting that neck. Onto the right forearm, left arm reaches up and over. Hands back together, walking it through center and to the left. Frame the knee, lengthen, and folding it down, stacking those fists underneath the head. Onto the left forearm, right arm reaches. And hands back together, walking it to center. Pressing it away, lowering that head down. Dragging the hands back up and behind the bum. Shoulder blades together. Drop that head back gently. Back bend here, and then maybe rolling up onto those knees, pressing the hips up and forward. And lowering it all down. Change the cross. Inhale up. Weave the fingers together, pressing the palms away. And twisting to the right. Back through center to the left. Back to center and forward fold. Slide those fingers a little further away this time. Walk it to the right. Come on to that right forearm, left arm reaches. And float it over to the left, onto the forearm, reaching over. And walking it back to center. Making a full circle, sliding it in, hands behind, dropping the head back, shoulder blades together. Puff that heart up and roll up onto those knees. And lowering it all down, hands on the knees. Sitting up tall, gazing over that right shoulder. Through center and to the left. Back over to the right. Drawing the chin up to the sky, dropping the head back and making neck circles here. One more time around in this direction, coming back over to the right, gazing over that shoulder. Through center to the left, dropping the head back and making neck circles on this side. And back to center, sitting up nice and tall, hinging forward and trunk rolls to the left. Just getting that spine and lower back and the hips lined up. And rolling it back to center, changing the cross of the legs again. Sit up tall, hinge forward, and trunk rolls to the right. And one more time around. Coming back to center, rounding the back away. Press the heart forward, draw the elbows back, shoulder blades together, round and away. Exhale. Inhale forward. A little bit further, rounding it away. Again, forward. And last time back on this side and drawing it forward. Rounding it back, changing the cross of the legs. Pressing the heart forward. Seated cat-cow. Really lengthening those arms as you come back. And pressing the heart forward a little bit more each time. Last one forward. And then drawing the soles of the feet together. Clasping the hands. Drawing the heels into the bum and rolling the shoulders back. Press that heart forward. Opening those knees and butterfly. Feeling that opening in the hips. Rounding it back, arms nice and long. Pressing it forward. A little bit further this time. Round it back. Again, forward a little bit further. And rounding it away. And bringing it forward, lifting up, lengthen, and folding down over those toes. Just letting it all go. Breathing into those hips. That means bringing your awareness there and letting go, letting the muscles release. One more breath. And rolling it up. Bring the feet out in front. Giving them a little shake. Walking the flesh away from the sits bones. Inhale, nice and tall. And fold toward those toes. Maybe walking one hip back, then the other. Inhale, lengthen. And fold. Inhale, lengthen. And fold. Again, lengthen. Fold one more time, lengthen, and fold, and just releasing here. And breathing, shoulders are down, neck is relaxed. 2 more breaths. And dragging the hands up the legs, inhale, center, and coming over to the right. Reaching that left arm over. And floating it to the left. One more time to the right. And reach. And over to the left. And reach. Beautiful. Back to center. We're going to transition to our tabletop. Wiggling, opening your hip to the right and gazing over your right shoulder, and then over to the left. Wagging the tail. And one more time, each side. Coming to stillness, dropping that belly, gazing up. Tailbone to the sky, rounding back away, pressing the hands into the earth. Inhale up, and round that back. 2 more times, each direction. And last one. Walking the hands 2 inches forward, hinging the hips forward, pressing them down to the earth, coming into modified cobra, drawing the shoulder blades together, pressing back, wide-legged child's pose, opening the knees, letting those big toes touch, pressing the bum back. Back into your tabletop, reset your table, curl the toes, and come into down dog. Lifting those hips up to the sky, press the shoulders back. Walk that dog. Press one heel into the other. Taking your time, letting your muscles stretch and respond without injury. Coming to stillness at center. Lift up onto those toes, tailbone to the sky. Press the shoulders back. Lower the heels. Onto the toes, crouch your dog, gaze forward. Press it up, heels down. Onto the toes, crouch the dog, and we're going to hop up between our hands. Forward fold. Bring the feet a little wider than hips distance. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen and fold. And ragdoll here. Bending the knees, belly and thighs come in contact with each other. And just rock side to side, feeling those hamstrings and Achilles, becoming more limber, giving them time to respond. And just breathing here. And pausing at center, hands on the feet, rolling it up. One vertebrae at a time. At the top, roll the shoulders. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. 2 more times. And lift it up, reach back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lift it up. Open that heart, pausing here, allowing those muscles to open and dive down. Fingertips half lift and fold, roll it up. Roll the shoulders once, reach it up and back. Hands to the heart. Reach it up. Open the heart, pausing here. Keep opening and dive it down. Fingertips. And fold. Reverse one. Reach it up and back. A little deeper back bend. Hands to the heart. Taking deep breath. Inhale, reach it up. Open the heart and dive it down. Fingertips. And fold. Hopping back to plank. And going from high plank to low plank, or knees, chest, chin, go through your flow. And moving back in down dog. Press those shoulders back, settle your dog. Right leg up to the sky, point those toes. Nice long stretch from one foot to the other. And warrior one on the right. Sinking it low. Warrior two. Reversing that warrior. Keep extending. And back into warrior two. Back hand meets the front, shifting your weight into your right leg, coming into warrior three. Balancing on the right. Hands to the heart, floating it back foot up to meet the top foot. Deep breath. Reach it up. Open that heart and dive it down. Fingertips. And fold back to plank. And go through your flow, other side. And back. Down dog. Settle your dog. Left foot up. Point those toes and reach up. Warrior one. Taking your time, sinking it low. Warrior two. Reversing that warrior, keep extending. To warrior two. Back hand meets the front and transition into warrior three on this side. Shifting your weight. Reaching forward. Hands to heart center and floating that leg up to the top. Deep breath. Shake it out. Wardrobe adjustments. Deep breath. Reach it up. Open that heart. And dive it down. Fingertips. Fold. Go through your flow. You can always skip your flow if you like, or just meet back in down dog. And settle your dog. Right foot to the sky. Lifting up through those toes. And warrior one. Warrior two. Reversing that warrior. And to warrior two. Side angle. Reach that arm up. Roll your heart toward the sky. Square your shoulders to the earth. Bringing the hands together overhead. Lightning warrior. Making a long line between your heel and your fingertips. Tapping the back foot up. Shifting your weight into your right leg. Left knee up to the belly. Hands to the heart. Warrior four. Back to warrior three. And we're going to airplane those arms out and come into half moon on your right. Finding that block underneath your shoulders and rolling open to the left. Raising that left arm up. Top hand to heart center. Lift up. Engage the core, bottom hand to heart center and floating that foot up to the top. Shake it out. Other side, moving our block to the left. Reach it up and back. Open that heart. And dive it down. Fingertips. And fold, going through your flow. And meeting back in down dog. Settle your dog. Then left foot up and reach up with those toes. And warrior one. Sink it low. Warrior two. Reversing that warrior. Keep extending. Back into warrior two. And coming into side angle. Right arm up, rolling that heart toward the sky. Lifting it up. Squaring your shoulders to the earth. Coming together at the hands. Pointing those fingers straight ahead, lightning warrior. Sinking those hips into that front knee. Shifting your weight forward into your left foot. And warrior four on the right. Pressing it forward. And warrior three. Airplane the arms out. Half moon on the left. Reaching that right arm up. Right hand to heart center. Left hand lifting up to heart center. And floating that right foot to the top. Roll up those ankles if you need to. We have one more half moon series, so just keeping that block handy. Deep breath. Reach it up. Open that heart. And dive it down. Fingertips. And fold, going through your flow. Meeting back in down dog. Settle your dog. Right leg up to the sky. Point those toes. Lift up through the toes. Fire hydrant. And flip dog. Taking it for 6 crunches. Reach it out. And crunch. Squeezing those glutes when you come up. One more. Reach it out and flip it back. 3-legged. Right knee to right elbow. Press it back. 4 more. Taking your time. Squeezing those glutes as you lift that right leg. And 1 more. And bringing the right knee to the left elbow. Fallen triangle. Opening up to the left. Rolling it down. Back to 3-legged on the right. Crossing the right foot behind the left. Side plank to the right. Really lifting those hips up. Beautiful. And bringing it back to 3-legged on the right. Reaching those toes up and swing it through for high lunge. So really locking in that back leg, sinking it low. And we are going to fly our warrior. Bringing those hands forward and up to the sky. We're reaching it up. 4 more. 2 more. You got this. Last one, fly it low. Reach it up and transition into warrior 2. Very nice. Reverse that warrior. Keep extending. And back into extended side angle this time. Hand all the way down to the earth. Reaching that left arm up. Right hand inside of that right ankle, straighten the front leg for triangle. Roll that heart to the sky. Feel that working in the left obliques. And bringing both hands inside of your right foot for high lizard. And just rock forward and back. Frame the front foot with your hands, step the back foot up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, really lengthen that spine, press the crown forward. And fold, reverse swan, reach it up and back. Hands to the heart, deep breath. Reach it up. Open that heart and dive. Fingertips. And fold, going through your flow of the other side. And meeting back in down dog. Left foot up, reach through those toes. Really reach. And fire hydrant. Flip that dog and reach it out. 6 crunches. Squeeze those glutes. Two more. Last one. And reach. Flip it back. 3-legged. Point those toes. Left knee to left elbow. 4 more. Last one. Press it back. And bringing that left knee to the right elbow. Thread it through and fall in triangle on this side. Reach those hips up. Beautiful. One more breath here. Press the palms back into three-legged. Left foot behind the right. Side plank on the left. Reaching up. Rolling it down. Back to three-legged on the left. Reach it up. And swing it through for high lunge. I like to settle into warrior one first and then flip up my heel and lock in that back knee. We're going to fly our warrior and reach it up. 4 more. Fly it low and reach it up. Taking your time. Two more. You got this, last one. And transition into warrior two. Nice job. Settle in. Reversing that warrior. Keep extending. Sinking it low. And bringing it into extended side angle. Hand inside of that left foot. Rolling that heart toward the sky. Left hand to the left ankle. Straighten the leg. Reaching up through the right. Both hands inside that left foot. Bend the knee. And coming into high lizard. Rocking forward and back. Frame that front foot. Step the back foot up. Forward fold. Inhale, lift. Lengthen and fold. One more time, lift. Lengthen and fold. Wrap your arms around the back of your legs. Fingers face the heels. And fold yourself in a little bit closer. And a little bit closer. And a teeny bit more tight to the legs. Release the hands. Reverse one, reach it up. Hands back. And to the heart. Maybe taking a drink here. A deep breath. Maybe tapping side to side, reconnecting with your breath. And hands to the heart. 2 deep breaths. One more. Bringing that right knee up to the belly and pressing the heel out, warrior 4. Bend the left knee, coming back into warrior 3. Warrior 4. And 3. 2 more. Last one. To the front. Warrior 3. And slowly transition back to warrior 1. Beautiful, sinking it low. Reconnecting with your breath. Frame the front foot. And stepping the left foot back. With three-legged. Reach those toes up. And fire hydrant. And we're going to flip it again. And just reach it out. Holding it here for 3, 2, lifting those hips up. 1, and rolling it back, 3-legged on the left. Swinging that foot through for low lunge. So keeping your hands inside of that front foot and we're going to twist it open to the left. Pressing that right palm. Get those hips nice and low. Left hand outside of that left foot and roll it open to the right. Roll that part toward the sky. Beautiful, transitioning to the front of that foot. If you have a bind, we're going to bind here. Dropping that shoulder underneath your thigh, binding behind the back, clasping the fingers, then rolling that heart up. If you're working on a bird of paradise, tapping up that back foot, coming up onto the left toes, and pressing down into your right foot to come up. Open that heart at the top and point those toes. Really extend. Slowly lowering back down to extended side angle. Hands inside of that left foot for high lizard. And we're going to transition into low lizard, dropping that back knee, maybe a little further back. And coming down onto those forearms. Try to get your left knee as close to your left shoulder as possible and pressing forward to really open up the front of this right hip. Taking a few breaths. I call this my lizard prayer position. I'm usually praying for it to end, but it's awesome for our hips and our lower back. Taking 2 more breaths here. 1 more. And coming up onto your hands. Curling the back toes. Swinging the left foot back for plank. Strong plank here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting up and crouch that dog. Pop it up. Forward fold. Stretch out those muscles that are fatigued. Inhale, half lift. And fold it down. Reverse swan. Reach it up and back. Keep reaching. Hands to the heart. Maybe taking another drink. Reconnecting with your breath and your intention. 1 more deep breath. Left knee up to the belly. For warrior 4. Bend the right knee, coming back to warrior 3. Reaching it out. Back to warrior 4. And 3. 2 more. Taking your time. Coming into full expression on each end. Last one. And warrior 3. And from here, carefully transitioning back to warrior 1. Sinking it low. Windmill the hands down, frame that front foot. Stepping back to 3-legged right foot up. Point those toes, reaching through the toes. Up, up, up. Fire hydrant. And we're going to flip. Reach it out. And holding it for 3, 2, 1. And flip it back. Right foot up. Swing that foot through for low lunge twists. Bouncing on that left hand, reaching that right arm up. Sinking those hips slow. Pressing the right palm inside of the right foot and rolling open to the left. Roll the heart toward the sky. And coming into a bind here. Dropping your right shoulder below that knee and finding your right fingers with your left. Roll the heart toward the sky. And if you're working on bird paradise, tapping it up. Coming on to the right toes. Pressing down into the left foot to come up. Open the heart at the top. Lift those toes, press them up. Lift, lift, lift. And open that heart for a beautiful extension. Bending that knee and carefully returning to extended side angle. Nice. Plant those hands inside of that right foot. Frame the foot, stepping back for plank. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I forgot low lizard, stepping that foot forward. On the right, dropping the back knee, uncurling the toes. We cannot go unbalanced today. And slowly lowering down onto your forearms. You can rock side to side until you're able to get a little closer to your knee. And just breathing here. One more breath. Caressing the palms. Bringing the front foot, curling the back toes, and coming into plank, but right into crouching dog. Pop it up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Again, half lift, really lengthen your spine. And fold. One more time, half lift. Lengthen and fold. Wrap the arms around your knees and clasp opposite elbows. Bend the knees. Draw yourself nice and close and then straighten those legs. Shift your weight toward your toes. And breathing in the top half of our lungs. And release, bend the knees. Hands on top of the feet, rolling it up. Open up, reaching those arms up and back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Deep breath here. Reach the arms up and back. Open them up and bring them back behind your back. Clasp the fingers. Roll the shoulder blades together. Puff that heart up. And bending from the shoulder blades up. Lift that heart and bend. Lift the heart and bend. One more time, lift. And bend, and then reaching those hands toward the floor. Keep bending. Finding that sweet spot and breathing. And release. Hands back to the heart. Deep breath here. One more deep breath. Let me take a drink. Top of our space. Reach it up and back. And open that heart. Dive it down. Fingertips half lift. Really lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And fold. Step the right foot back. For warrior one. And coming into warrior two. Taking it low. Spread those feet a little bit wider. And reversing that warrior. Feel that power between your feet and your legs. Holding yourself in this pose. A beautiful power and strength. And back to warrior two. Side angle. Reach it up. And then extending that arm overhead. And we're going to add that left arm. Maybe bringing the hands together. Roll the heart toward the sky. And square the shoulders toward the earth. And we're going to come into warrior three from here. On the left. And we're going to transition to half moon. So make sure that your block is on the left. Airplane those arms out. And left knuckles find the block. Rolling open to the right. Maybe binding at that back ankle. Rolling up. And we're going to transition into dancer from here. So squaring our shoulders to the earth and our hips, reaching to the inside of that right ankle, pressing the foot into the palm, come up onto those left fingertips, and slowly rise up for dancer. Left hand to the heart, releasing that back foot, floating it up to the top. And shaking it out. Good job. And moving the block to the right side. Just sway side to side. Releasing those ankles. Top of our space. Reach it up. Open that heart. And dive it all the way down. Fingertips lengthen. And fold, left foot back, warrior one. And warrior two. Reversing that warrior. Sinking it low. And back to warrior two. Side angle. Roll the heart up to the left. And then extend that left hand overhead. We're going to add that right arm, maybe clasping the hands and rolling the heart toward the sky. And then squaring the shoulders and hips forward. And tapping into warrior three. Airplane the hands out. Knuckles on the right to the block, and opening to half moon. Raising that left arm up, maybe binding that ankle. And then transitioning to dancer on this side, squaring the heart and hips forward. Reaching inside the left ankle, pressing the foot into the hand. It may not happen on this side for me today, and that's okay. Coming up onto the right fingertips, and slowly lifting up to dancer. And release. Every side is different, every day is different. Just accepting our place in our journey. Roll those ankles. There's a lot of balancing on one foot. Roll it again. Good. Back to the top of our space. Reach it up. Open up that heart. Keep opening. And dive it down. Fingertips. And fold. Let's roll that spine up. Nice and slow. Roll the shoulders. Reach it up and back. Hands to the heart. We're going to step sideways on our mat. Spreading our feet wide. Turn the toes in. Heels out. Hands on the hips. And finding your back pockets. Soften the knees. Press the hips forward. And we're going to come into a back bend. Whatever that looks like for you. Working slowly. And when you're ready, coming back up slowly. Tucking the chin, gazing forward. Inhale, lift that heart, hinging at the hips. Slowly coming down, flat back. Releasing the hands underneath your face. Half lift, fingertips. And fold. Again, Half lift, lengthen, and fold. One more time, half lift, lengthen, and fold. Very nice. Now we're going to bring the back of the heel of our hands together. Come up onto your fingertips. Turn the toes out, heels in, and bring your stance a little bit wider. We're going to come into toe lifts in goddess pose. There's another word for this. I don't know what it is for this pose. I have to look it up. But I love it. So you want to get those toes out as wide as possible, or as parallel to the side of your mat as possible. Coming up onto our fingertips. And we're going to lift those heels. Press the pelvis down. And lower those heels slowly, lifting up. Lifting that belly while we're doing this. Lowering those heels. Lifting up. And lowering. Now just the left. And then the right. And now both. Lowering down, turning the toes in, heels out, forward fold. Feeling that burn in our thighs. Wrapping the hands around the ankles and pulling yourself in closer. Deep breaths here. If you have a headstand or forearm balance, handstand, you can pop up into that now. I'm going to stay in my forward fold. And then if you're in your forward fold and you want a little deeper stretch on one hamstring or the other, you can tilt your hip to the opposite side and feel that stretch working. So I'm tilting my hip to the left and feeling the stretch in the right. And then I'm going to tilt my hip to the right and feel that stretch on the left. You can work slowly side to side. And releasing that back to center. Coming up onto those fingers, half lift, hands to the hips. Lifting that belly and rising up with a flat back. Heel toe the feet in, bringing them together and shake it out. We're going to come into those hula hoop. So however far apart you like your feet for this. Just rolling those hips, releasing any tension in the joints or the ligaments, and roll it the other way. Coming to the top of our space, crossing the ankles, and coming into a seat. We're going to work our way onto our backs for cool down. Hugging those shins in tight. Wrapping the arms around, wiggling yourself forward. Press the heart forward. Reach out those arms, plug in the shoulders, and draw the shoulder blades together. Lift that belly, and then rock back onto your sits bones. Coming into boat to lower down. You can keep your one foot on the earth if you like, or reaching those knees, those shins level with the earth. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lowering it all down and letting it go. Deep breath. And sigh it out. Another deep breath. And sigh. We're going to come into a back bend. So you can come into wheel or bridge. I'm going to try wheel today. See how that works. So setting up for your back bend. If you're doing bridge, reaching up your hips slowly with an inhale, working one vertebrae at a time, and then lowering down one vertebrae at a time. If you're coming into your wheel, setting up now, placing your hands, squeezing those elbows in, feet really close to your bum. I have to have my toes facing outward, and then I adjust it once I get up. Everybody's different, and here we go. If you're in wheel, swaying toward your knees and then back toward your shoulders, toward your knees and toward your shoulders, opening up those shoulders. And slowly lowering down. Great job. We're going to come down onto our backs, bringing the right knee in, clearing that rib cage, and hugging it to the underarm. Squeezing it tight. Point the toes away. And ankle circles here. Then reversing those circles. Half a happy baby, reaching for that arch and shoulder down. If you want to go a little deeper on the hip, extending that left leg. If you want to get a little bit deeper on half a happy baby, you can straighten your leg. I happen to be extremely flexible, so no judgment for yourself. Bending that knee and lowering that foot. Left knee in to the belly. Clear that rib cage and hug it into the underarm. Shoulders down. Point the toes away. And then make ankle circles. And reverse those circles. Half a happy baby. Shoulder down. And extend that right foot long for a little deeper stretch on that hip. And release, bringing the knees into the belly, giving yourself a big hug. Rocking side to side. Soles of the feet together, clasp the hands around the feet. Roll the shoulders down to the earth. Wiggle them away from the ears. Draw the feet toward the pelvis and press those knees away. Lengthen those arms. Feel that stretch in the sides of the neck, top of the shoulders. Even the forearms are getting a stretch. And release those feet to the base of the spine. Let those knees drop out. Hands up overhead. Clasp opposite elbows. Take a breath in. And sigh out. Another deep breath. And sigh. And just breathing here for a moment, letting everything release. And bringing those knees together, heel toe the feet to the edge of your mat and drop the knees together. You can go a little bit further if you like for a deeper stretch, and you should be feeling that on the outside of your hips. Even that lower spine area, the sacrum area, opening that up. And obviously, if this hurts the knee joint, then skip this part, or don't go as deep. And bringing the knees back up, and we're going to windshield wiper the knees and pause on one side. Over to the right and pause there. Over to the left. Now really press the right knee down to center so that you feel an opening here in the front and back part of your hip. And over to the right and press that left knee into center. Back to center, your knee circles. Massaging the lower back. And reverse those circles. Coming into an inversion, raising the feet up to the sky. And pressing the heels away, toes towards your face. Or if you have a shoulder stand, you can roll up into that. If you prefer a block under your bum for supported waterfall, you can do that. You can bicycle your legs if you prefer, Or opening the feet into a V and bringing them back, or just leaving them open. Whatever feels good, as long as the feet are above the heart. The circulation, digestion, great for depression. They really lift the mood, lift the spirit. They feel great on the lower back. Point the toes away. And flex those feet, curl the toes tight, and spread them wide. Got to give our feet a little bit of love. Point the toes away. Really point hard. And flex the feet hard. Curl the toes. And spread them wide. Full happy baby here, reaching for those arches, opening those knees. Ankles over the knees, shoulders down, and rocking side to side. And dropping that left foot to the earth, and we're going to bring our right shin across our heart, plant that heel into the left elbow. We're reaching around with our right arm for that right knee and hugging it all in, tight, close to the body. You can rock side to side if you like. If that feels good, or just stay where you are. If you notice, if you rock a little bit to the left, you get a deeper stretch here in that right hip. Making sure there's no tension in your neck, shoulders are down. Just breathing here, keeping that right foot flexed, always supporting those joints. And release, bringing that left knee up. Cross the chin over our heart, planting the heel into the right elbow, wrapping the left around the knee and hugging it all in, really snug. Flex that left foot, shoulders down. You can bring it over a little bit more to the right to exaggerate that stretch in the left hip. Just find your sweet spot, whatever works for you. Few breaths here. And release. Airplane those arms out, bringing the knees into the belly and dropping them over to the right, gazes to the left, and bringing the right hand on top of the outside of the left thigh and drawing the left knee closer to the right. Pressing the palms, rolling it over to the left. Last pose before Savasana, bringing the left hand on top of that right thigh. And release everything out with your exhale. Bring it all back to center. Hug yourself in one more time. Bringing the chin up to the knees, point those toes away. And lower it all down into Savasana. Breathing here, taking a deep breath. And sigh it out. Feel yourself melting into the earth, closing the eyes. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. With each exhale, melting deeper into the earth. Bringing your thoughts more inward. And being. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. Namaste.